First of all, if you've been battered or bruised in class, you're not alone. No matter what you study or where you study, you're always going to run into sparring partners who are out of control. It might just be a beginner who doesn't know any better, or it could be a sociopath who knows exactly what they're doing. Either way, your challenge as a martial artist is to figure out how to deal with both of them. Here are 3 tips that have helped me. Tip number 1, talk. Talk to yourself and then talk to your partner. When you talk to yourself, don't call yourself a wimp or think that you've done something wrong. You haven't. You don't have to hate your partner either. Just say, hey, I'm being hurt here and I want it to stop. Take a breath, clear your head, and see your partner as a puzzle that needs to be figured out, not an enemy who must be destroyed. Now talk to your partner. That sounds easy, but it's not. Giving someone criticism can feel uncomfortable, but get over it. You don't want to drive home upset or injured because you didn't say or do something. You also don't want to walk around the school carrying a secret grudge against somebody. You also don't want to become the locker room gossip, bad-mouthing people behind their backs. If you have a problem with someone, talk to them directly. You might say, hey, take it easy, champ. You're hitting too hard. Or, every time I spar with you, I get hurt. I need you to lighten up a little. Or, look, if you want to hit hard, I'll hit hard too. Is that what you want? It's the golden rule of sparring. Hit as hard as you want to be hit. Whatever you say, calling out the problem can change everything. That's because most people are not sociopaths. They will listen to you. Just like in a real-life self-defense situation, using your voice to set boundaries and tell people what you want is a very powerful tool. Okay, tip number 2. If talking is fighting with... Whoa, wait a minute. What about talking to the teacher? You didn't mention that one, Ando. Okay, take it easy. Yes, you can try talking to your teacher. I just don't think it's very effective. That's because if your teacher is paying attention at all, they already know who's out of control. Which means if you still have a student in your class who's repeatedly hurting other students, either the teacher doesn't care that much about safety, or they've already talked to that student and it didn't change anything. I see talking to the teacher like calling the police. I wish the police could prevent all crimes against me, but that's completely unreasonable. Your safety is always your responsibility first. Okay, so you talk to your partner, but they're still hurting you. Now what? Well, if talking is fighting fire with water, then hitting back is fighting fire with fire. That's tip number 2, hit back. Now listen to me carefully, my friend. I'm not telling you to injure someone on purpose. That's not cool. But either is letting someone injure you. Sometimes hitting back is the most effective way to deliver the message that you are a person, not a punching bag. If you decide it's necessary to add a little hot sauce to your moves, the time to do that is right when your partner hurts you. Don't wait for them in the parking lot after class with a pipe. As soon as they cross the line, hit back. Let them know right then and there that if they abuse you, you will respond in kind. Sometimes using your weapons speaks much louder than words. Please notice I said sometimes. Sometimes hitting back will cool things off. But sometimes hitting back will only make things worse. They'll start hitting even harder. Sometimes, no matter what you do, you will have a partner who refuses to respect you. Which brings us to tip number 3, walk away. No, I don't mean quitting your class. I mean refusing to work with the person who is hurting you. Does that make you a chicken? No, unless chickens are smart and good looking. Remember, your first priority is survival, not looking cool. On the street, if you can run from an attacker, run. In the gym or the dojo, if you can walk away from a bad sparring partner, walk away. But Before you do, let me say one more thing. Look, you're practicing martial arts. You're supposed to be learning how to protect yourself from someone who is out of control. A drunk guy in a bar pushing you around, out of control. A road rager running up on you in a parking lot, shaking his fist, out of control. A mugger or an attacker pulling a knife, out of control. If you can't handle a wild sparring partner on the mats, how do you think you're going to handle a wild attacker on the streets? My advice, when you're facing a sparring partner who's out of control, don't walk away too soon. They're actually giving you a gift. They're giving you a chance to practice with someone who's a little dangerous. And the more danger you face in practice, the better prepared you'll be to face danger in real life. When you think about sparring that way, wild students, clumsy students, beginners, and yeah, even sociopaths are actually the best training partners. They're giving you a chance to face your fears, summon up your courage, and take action to protect yourself. I'll say it again. I'm not telling you to injure anyone or to let anyone injure you. I'm only recommending that you treat a bad sparring partner as an opportunity to take control of a bad situation using your words and your weapons. Don't let a bad sparring partner stop you from learning and growing. Instead, welcome them as a test of your self-defense skills. Because if you can handle an out-of-control sparring partner, there's a good chance you can handle everybody else. If you like this video, thanks for giving it a thumbs up and sharing with a friend. Until next time, take control and keep fighting for a happy life.